belts in kind of a screwy way. And I think they kind of need to legitimize them a little bit.
I mean, but they've already had the championships a few times and already had it.
Usos like, what, 1,900 times?
They're getting up there, man.
I think they're like...
The whole division is them and New Day, and they're just trading it back and forth.
If the New Day is 4, I think they're 5-time champions?
I think so. Because I remember it was like at least 2 reigns I didn't even remember. They had them real early when they first came out. I'm like, wow. I go with the Bar.
The Bar?
Like you said, they needed more because that whole winning it from the Shield thing was kind of screwy.
Right.
So you need that. I really feel like there are going to be a lot of screwy finishes in the Survivor Series.
Mr.
I'm going to go with the Usos for one reason.
Oh, so you're going to get some grain. Oh, really? Oh.
I don't do it.
You don't get wet. Oh,
I don't do it every damn pick. And at least my eyes didn't look like they were bulging out of my fucking head like yours either. You look like one of them stress balls that you're squeezing his fucking eyes. Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish. Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
So why are you going to do so, sir? I'm going to keep it professional.
The reason
he says that while drinking the Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pabst Blue Ribbon is elegant.
You hillbilly fuck.
That is the hillbilly of beer.
Shout out to Bob for IT and the D and Pabst Blue Ribbon.
2 Hearted Ale is better. Anyway.
Yeah, you drink your foam.
There's no foam left, you whore.
So why did you pick the Usos?
I'm going with the Usos for the fact that you're right. The Bar did win it in a screwy way, but now that they put the Shield back together, I kind of see it as, the the Bar was bragging about, we're the better pick to represent Raw, and you guys couldn't handle it, and da-da-da-da. Well, I could see the Usos beating them, and then the Shield being like, yeah, that's why we should have never, if we hadn't lost the titles, Raw would have won.
I can see that, but I can't see them beating. They're high flyers, basically. I can't see them. They're 2 powerhouses, man. I mean, I don't think they've gone against a tag team like this in a long time. I mean, these 2 guys are probably the top 5 strongest guys in the company. I mean, Cesaro.
So,
it's a good card.
Mr. Collison, you're going to go first on this one. We'll go with the ladies.
Why do you say it like that?
What? The ladies. We have the Raw's team, which features Alicia Fox as the captain, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley.
With the swallow over the
Holy shit, I'm about knocked damn girl.
With the swallow over the U.
Asuka. Asuka. That's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. Versus
so good. Let me do your hair.
the SmackDown
Asuka.
versus the SmackDown Live team with Becky as the captain. You know what? So now that Charlotte's the champion, does that mean Natty takes her spot? I would assume so. Really, nobody else on.
That's the whole roster. We only have 5 women in SmackDown.
So we have Becky, Natty, Naomi, Tamina.
Why did you switch? You just said
What? I was trying to say Natty. And Miss Money in the Bank herself.
Man.
Pause. Talk about Carmella. But have you guys seen what they were doing on the UK tour?
Poor Ellsworth, man.
Hey, Ellsworth is the real MVP, all right? You can say whatever you want, but look at the run that guy's
He's living the dream, man.
Talk all the shit you want. I get paid to go around, and I get to work with the females every week. Bruh.
And I get
say
paid.
What you want.
I get paid for that.
Say what you want.
That's a life.
Mr. Collison, your pick. SmackDown or Raw?
I'm going SmackDown.
SmackDown. I'm actually going to agree with you. SmackDown. Mr. Kayos. Are you going to go against the grain? Or are you going to join us?
I'm going to go against the grain.
I
think Raw has the... I think Raw... Because Nia Jax's on their team, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but look at what the hell they did at WrestleMania. She was in the match too, and they all ganged up on her.
Triple power bomb.
Yeah, I gotta go Raw on that one. I love SmackDowns. I think they have the better wrestlers, but yeah, I gotta go Raw on that one.
All right. Well, since we're already on you, we're going to go with the men's Raw and SmackDown team, which...
We own you like white on rice.
Well, that's going to be a white thing.
All right, Dusty.
On the SmackDown side...
Well, what happened, baby?
On the SmackDown side...
Second most recognizable athlete in the world, next to Muhammad Ali.
Second most recognizable athlete, second to Brother Love.
That's damn good, Dusty.
We have Shane McMahon captaining the SmackDown team.
That's the weak link.
Hit him with that hard time, baby, that hard time.
You know about hard time, daddy.
Where the iron workers? Been working there 20, 30 years.
Greatest promo ever.
Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Nakamura, and John Cena versus Kurt Angle.
Who's going through some hard times, baby. His baby boy had to get his ass whipped. I couldn't help it.
Well, this shit's going off the rails.
And we didn't even need Tony and Manib and what's his name here? Alrighty. Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Fat Joe, and the newest member of the Raw team.
Lean back.
Triple H?
You mean
Pull up your pants and do rock away.
triple?
Kayos, who's your pick?
I gotta go with Team SmackDown.
Going with SmackDown?
You got too many people who are willing to take the L on that team. H will take a L. They always bury Flint.
SmackDown's gonna win just for the simple fact that it sets up Triple H versus Angle.
Yeah, it's too many. It's too many people that are willing to take that L. Plus, Cena's not gonna lose that match. He's not gonna literally lose to all those guys. He's not
baby.
He's not putting that many people over.
I'm going with Team Raw. I feel SmackDown won last year.
Jesus.
I think Raw needs to win. You got to keep Kurt Angle as the GM.
Trying to get funky like a monkey. I couldn't even do it. I lost my voice.
Do they recreate Shane's concussion?
Damn, I lost my voice in the middle of that.
Did they recreate the moment he got a concussion last year?
Probably by throwing him through a plate glass window.
Because he was getting funky like a monkey.
And
wait a second. You know they could kind of recreate the King of the Ring thing with him and Shane. That's a good spot. That's a good spot.
All right, so is probably going to be the main event? I don't know. I probably think the men's 5-man elimination should probably be the main event, but this might be the main event.
Should be.
We have on the Raw side Brock frickin' Lesnar versus AJ Styles.
I'm mad he didn't do it when he came out too. He needs to do that more. I think that's money.
I'm going first. Yeah, Brock Lesnar. It's Bork Laser.
I mean, the guy can F5 a freaking shark.
They're setting up Brock for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year, so there you go. Keep it going. Mr. Collison.
Brock Lesnar.
Mr. Kayos.
The phenomenal.
What?
You're on crack. I love AJ, but you're on crack.
Hey, and now here's the thing. If I'm picking with my heart,
he's gonna have some hard times, baby. He's gonna have some hard times. He's gonna be eating in alleys and dining on pork and beans.
You see, baby, the question is he really phenomenal?
That was actually pretty damn good.
Pretty good. Wait a second. I got you on camera. You gotta put the beret on.
I got to
put it first. We'll put it on front. And then
I got to put on my dusty rose hat, baby. See, now the question is, can the phenomenal one slay that there beast that's putting the hard times on that there Universal Championship? He ain't defended that shizness in about, 4 months? Goddamn.
God, I miss Dusty, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I had to stop my current pullover. That one hit me. It's AJ. I mean, if anybody has the momentum to beat him, it's AJ. And then, why put the belt on him If you're gonna have him lose, yeah.
He gotta have some hard time, baby. He gotta eat them pork and beans. He gotta die in the alley.
He's down in LA with
and Heyman's the one that's hyped it up. Heyman's the one that kind of
he's wined and dined with kings and queens and slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans.
The son of a plumber. Yeah. See, look here, Ric Flair. You done put a hard
Just
time.
a little plumber's son coming up out the alley. Okay, but this raises another question, though. Okay, so you've got Jinder is on SmackDown, and clearly Triple H has come back to Raw. Well, they've already said Triple H is going to face him in India. How the fuck does that work?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've kind of realized this experiment. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was here for it in the beginning. This shit ran a little too long in the tooth for me. That experiment's over. You can be a good mid-carder. Build up your mid-card. I appreciate Triple H taking it because Triple H is going to take the L. I don't. AJ, the thing is, if AJ loses, okay.
What about old boy that was sitting in front of us that was like loving him to modern day?
That was kind of uncomfortable.
Dog, and he was like, dude, he was like, this motherfucker was like, I'll have my plates tomorrow.
Yeah, he's from Conan Kniff.
Oh, real quick, tiebreaker, and you already alluded to this, but does Miss does Carmella cash in Money in the Bank at Survivor Series? You say yes.
Makes it interesting, and then, I mean, this is the last Big Four of the year. Honestly, they have something to prove from last year, because last year's Survivor Series was pretty damn good. Goldberg versus Brock, that was one of the better matches I had seen in a couple months. This would keep a lot of things going, and it changes the guard. Yeah, Charlotte loses, but now you have Charlotte versus Carmella, and that you now really have Charlotte as a clean-cut babyface.
Mr. Kayos, does Carmella cash in?
I'm yes.
Mr. Collison.
Yes.
Mr. Collison, does Carmella cash in at Survivor Series? Yes or no?
See, that's a hard one for me because I think
that's why it's a tiebreaker.
Well, I mean, the reason I say that's a hard one to pick is for the simple fact that A, it's Charlotte, but B, I think
he's trying to work out his answer over there. This is good. We're in the line with Mr. Kyle Collins right now. This is your conscience.
Well, it's just okay. The reason why I have a hard time with that is that the reason I have a hard time with that one is because if you give it a couple weeks and you've got you see where Charlotte goes or whatever, what they do with her as a champion, then I could see that. But since it's this Sunday, I'm gonna go no.
Nice dog. Oh no.
How about you? Because she's had it, what?
This is really hard question.
3 months?
What was that?
3 months? 4 months?
That was what, June?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
That was before. That was well before SummerSlam.
So it's 5 months now?
June.
That wasn't
June.
Before.
Oh, 2 months. It's 2. Yeah, that was Money in the Bank. That was before SummerSlam. Yeah.
I'm going to say no, but I think it's a good. It would be a good spot for her to cash in.
I mean, it would.
This one better than Corbin's because
it would. But first of all, I see it being hard to believe they're going to do it on Charlotte. But at the same time, that's a good reason for them to do it with her. But my thing is, I just find it hard to believe that they're going to do Charlotte like they've been doing Sasha Banks. Especially with Flair coming out.
I say no, because part of the reason is from the rumors that I'm hearing, they're going to do a women's Royal Rumble match. And I could see her doing it at the Rumble.
That would be too good a booking. That would be too perfect to actually have her do that. Yeah.
Somebody tell this pumpkinhead to stop being such a hater.
Need to get your shizness together. That's pretty much this.
Shut your big ass up and get off the star.
Why don't you go ahead and take us home, Kyle?
Yeah.
I'm going to shut the fuck up. Go ahead and take us home.
Rest in peace to the American dream.
Hoping that it won.
You know what? Yeah, actually,
dots.
You can go ahead and take us home. But before we get out of here real quick, and we do all the, the extra stuff. Once again, Mr. Smiling Sam Alvey's going to be here the day of the UFC 218 card.
December the 2nd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He going to be here.
Kicking your motherfucking head off.
He going to be at Title Boxing in